Hello, everyone. Kat Minks here with Adore Magazine. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Live Life Being Adored. Today, I have an amazing opportunity to talk with Merrifield and Keira Danniels of Fern and Moon. They design beautiful bridal pieces that you can also incorporate into your wardrobe as staple pieces and keep wearing. They have amazing advice for any business owner that's looking to start their own creative business, and they have a wonderful story. So please join me on this episode of Live Life Being Adored. So I am here today with Karen and Keira from Fern and Moon, and they're going to share with me and you a little bit about what is coming next, how they develop their business. So welcome, Karen and Keira, to Live Life Being Adored.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for having us. Absolutely. So Fern and Moon has been established for a little bit, but can you kind of tell us just a little bit about your journey and how you got started in creating these beautiful reusable wedding gowns?
Totally. In 2015, I got married, and on my dress hunt, I couldn't quite find something that matched my style and price point, so I decided to prototype on myself and came up with this idea of wearing a bodysuit and a skirt because I liked the idea of wearing it again after our wedding day. So that's kind of how it started. But then also when Keira joined me on my honeymoon in Rome, we talked about it, and I don't know, she kind of validated the idea and we decided to move forward with it.
Yeah. And I come from a costuming background, so the idea of a piece that is really adaptable and reusable. And it was such an interesting concept that Karen had tried out on herself for her wedding, because she's very brave. But it seemed like a brilliant opportunity and something that wasn't happening much in bridal yet.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely, I see it more now than I did 5 years ago.
Well, especially with COVID and so many, small, very small weddings happening now. And I think too, brides have just, the average age in the US to get married has really gone up. It's like mid-30s now.
Yeah, totally.
And so I think the idea, there was already an idea there about, couples, rather than spending so much on their wedding, they were putting more towards their life and their home and all that. So this is a perfect opportunity for, the older, or not older, but more mature bride, second-time brides too. And it also hits on, millennial market and that style.
Yeah, totally.
Yay, you get us. That's perfect. That's totally what we're after.
And do you want to talk about some of the different pieces that your line offers?
Yeah,
absolutely. So when we launched, we started with more traditional bridal to see where it could go. So it was all separates that you mix and match, bodysuits and skirts that you can kind of build a look off of. Because a big thing that Karen was finding when she was finding wedding dresses was that, you might find a top you love, but then it's attached to a skirt that you're like, well, it's not quite the shape I was after.
You kind of wanted to pair different things. So this way it gives more flexibility.
Yeah. And then we collected a whole bunch of info from the brides and their families that we had coming to try stuff on. And so our new collection coming up is going to be full stretch crepe bodysuits. And then the fitted skirts are also totally stretch crepe. So it feels like you're wearing athletic wear, but it looks like a wedding dress. And then we've got some really beautiful skirts that you can kind of swap in and out to, again, build your own look.
Yeah, and we actually also are offering a wrap dress. And that was something we were finding with COVID. Being able to have something if brides need something last minute and didn't really want to do a ton of alterations, a wrap dress option kind of was, a solution we came to for that. Yeah.
And then where do people find your pieces?
Currently, we are going for the online market. So we loved the idea of being able to offer things at wholesale cost, basically, to our customers. So we loved what, Article or Casper or any of those direct-to-consumer businesses were doing. And then we've also found too that with COVID, a lot of people are shopping more and more online, and that's the trend in retail as well. Just prior to the pandemic, everybody's moving to an online model, and so we thought the opportunity to do tops and bottoms that are mix and match mean brides can find a closer fit, so they're having to worry less about alterations and picking the right size, because it's kind of like a mix and match bikini. They're like, oh, I know my top is this and my bottom is this, so I'm more likely to get a close fit. So yeah, we thought we'll go online, we'll see if that works, and we're sold internationally online, so we can ship wherever people are.
And we're also offering a try on at home box. For brides too.
I was just going to ask you that, because how, if everything's online, is it something that they can just order to home, and if it doesn't work, they can send it back?
Yeah, we love the idea of being able to send a try on at home box, because I think when you're making a big purchase, it's nice for people to be able to, you might be comfortable buying a t-shirt online without trying it on, but a wedding dress is a little different.
Yeah.
So the try on at home box was a way to be able to send pieces to brides, and they can try them on, get a sense of their size and their fit and what they like. Yeah.
Well, and the great thing about your guys' piece, and if our watchers and readers of Adore have checked out the most recent issue, it's so versatile in the different ways that you can wear it.
Yeah.
I mean, we did a story on your guys' pieces that, you can do it, you can wear it throughout your whole honeymoon, but honestly, you can just keep wearing it. It can just be a basic piece I don't mean basic, but a basis for your wardrobe.
For sure.
Absolutely. It can be like a wardrobe staple. And your write-up was so exceptional. It's lovely to have our business understood so well by somebody else. It's very clear that you're tapped into that world. It's amazing.
Thank you. Yes, I have a long and strong bridal background and in couture too. So that's probably why it came so fluid. And I loved your guys' idea right from the get-go. So when you guys were kind of thinking about this business and starting to develop it, we really try to focus on the small business and try to highlight that and how important that is, because we all, Amazon is great, but it's taking over in so many different areas, and it's killing a lot of small communities and small businesses. And so we really want to highlight that. So if there are some tips that you could give a person and a woman that is looking at opening any kind of creative small business, what would be kind of your top, 1 to 3 tips?
Do you want to start?
I think finding people who are the right fit. Karen and I are so lucky, and we feel very lucky, but we also get told almost constantly that we are very lucky to have each other. And so being able to have a good team and a good support network.
Yeah, I think the support part, because, there's ups and downs, and it's sometimes tough. And I think having people that you can rely on and talk to and problem solve and do all the things you need to do is really valuable in that. Yeah. And I also think just, progress over perfection, right? Like, just keep pushing the needle forward. I think that's really important, not getting stuck in everything being perfect.
Yeah, the idea of just start, because you're going to learn so much along the way. I know when we first launched our first season, we spent so much time in development, and then the first couple of weeks seeing brides, we suddenly learned so much more about what brides wanted and what brides were after, and it meant we took a hard pivot to try and fill those needs. And so
that's our third point, is that, like, being open to changing your mind and changing the direction, and creative problem solving is so important. And I also think pivoting is important too. So
I think we just found 3 P's. Pals, progress over perfection, and pivot.
Yes.
That's awesome. And the master class begins by
If only.
So can you tell our Adore watchers and readers a little bit about what is next for Fern and Moon's upcoming collection, and what do you have coming up for that people can look forward to?
Well, we're going to launch our new website and our new pieces in the coming weeks, which we're super excited about.
Very excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's new and next.
Yeah, and it's going even more modular. So the first season was mix and match of bodysuits and skirts, and now we're going even more modular where you can almost build more of your pieces. So the bodysuits and skirts remain, but you've also got overskirts that you can add for more volume. You've got sleeves that you can add.
Yeah.
And all of it you can kind of remove as you go through an evening.
Totally, because I feel like that's kind of the fun, is wearing your ceremony outfit and then your party outfit.
Apparently we just like costume changes because we're very supportive.
Well, even before, like, all the different kind of pieces kind of have become popular in the last couple of years again. I feel like so many people were buying 2 and 3 and 4 dresses, and then when the jumpsuits came out, everyone was like, I got a jumpsuit for the last part of my wedding. Like, it was like dress overload. So this is like a fantastic and amazing line to be able to see and see it grow. So I wish you guys all the best. Do you want to tell the watchers what your website is and where they can find you?
Yes, please. Our website is fernandmoon.com. Fern as in the plant and moon as in the celestial body. And then we're at Fern and Moon on Instagram. Yeah.
Great.
Those are our main places.
Yeah, that's where you usually find us.
Great. Well, thank you for taking the time with us today, ladies. And I so appreciate you. And I hope that we get to have more of your beautiful garments in Adore magazine.
Likewise. Thank you so much for chatting. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.